Dear participants of the 12th International Scientific and Practical Conference, Current Problems of Education and Science. I sincerely welcome you on behalf of the Department of Psychology of the Faculty of Social Sciences at Uzhhorod National University. I have the honor to introduce our team that works in Ukraine, supporting the development of psychological science even in these challenging times. I wish all participants success, inspiration, and new professional discoveries. May our meeting be a source of valuable knowledge, collaboration, and strengthening of the scientific community. As is known, the full-scale war has affected the mental health of every Ukrainian. According to the Ministry of Health of Ukraine, in the 7 months of 2024, about 300,000 patients sought help for mental health issues, which is significantly more than in the entire year of 2023. Mental disorders are experienced by all members of Ukrainian society, regardless of whether they live in areas of active combat, learn about the atrocities of the aggressor army, and the media, are in safer regions, or abroad. University students are no exception. Fears of death, anxiety, concern for loved ones, forced relocation to safe areas, all of this affects the mental state of students in wartime conditions. The aim of our research was to determine the impact of war on the mental health of students and to identify the characteristics of mental disorders among university students. The research was conducted at Uzhhorod National University by administering adapted psychological tests of the MHSI. The S Continuum of Mental Health short form PHQ, Patient Health Questionnaire, and GAD-7 Generalized Anxiety Disorder Scale were administered on the Google Forms platform in October 2024. Respondents aged 18 to 35 were divided into 2 groups. The first group consisted of students who did not leave their usual places of residence. The second group consists of students who are internally displaced persons and changed their place of residence during the war. The conducted research showed that university students who were forced to change their place of residence during the war, even in safe conditions, have a lower level of mental health and its components, especially social, compared to students who did not leave their usual places of residence. Further detailing of the psychopathological symptoms of depression and anxiety showed that students who changed their place of residence during the war have symptoms of severe depression at 8.3%, moderate depression at 28.8%, and require psychological support. The identification of different levels of severity of depression emphasizes the necessity of an individualized approach in diagnosis and providing psychological assistance. Moreover, among students who changed their place of residence during the war, we observed significantly higher rates of severe anxiety at 19.7% and moderate anxiety, 38.6%, which manifested in an inability to concentrate, helplessness, confusion, extreme worry, and negatively affected their activity and learning. This indicates that the events they experienced, such as bombings, destruction of homes, loss of loved ones, and being under fire, significantly affected their mental state and led to severe anxiety. It should be noted that the gender characteristics of anxiety manifestations among the studied groups showed a significant, nearly twofold prevalence of severe anxiety among male students compared to females. At the same time, among men who did not change their place of residence, anxiety was twice as high as among men who were forced to change it. The obtained data provide us with knowledge about the resources that need to be developed to enhance mental health and optimizing the learning of university students, as well as potentially serving as a basis for developing modern methods of social psychological support for individuals affected by war, taking into account their individual psychological, social, and cultural characteristics. Thank you for your attention and the opportunity to share the results of our research. Together with you, we can continue to work on creating conditions for supporting the mental health of young people, especially in wartime.